Alrighty, so so far so good. At least it looks that way, so that's good news. Now, it's starting. Beautiful. Very beautiful. Okay. Now, it usually ends pretty quickly, and that's one of the issues. So, and yeah, looking okay so far. So far so good, people. Alright. Now, it's funny, you can read so many reviews and do so much stuff. Not reviews, so many guides, and read so many instruction pages on the official websites themselves, as well as other, places. But and compare and contrast everything, right? And then go from there. So that's part of the problem. Is that you do everything correctly the first time and it doesn't work. Then you do alternatives, and they kind of work, and then you do other stuff, and it's like, huh. So let us see. I do want to get back into the training tutorial. So far, it hasn't crashed on me, so sure. I'm sure it's going to work perfectly every single time, right? It's right. It's right. Oh well, cool. Whatever. Let's get to it then. Alright, so, over on the side here. Yeah, we're looking good. Technically still says it's connecting. Whatever. All good. So. Alright, RimWorld. Looks awesome. Let's load you up. So we were, last night, checking out the training colony. And now the rest of you know that these other the other saves, I'm going to wait till all the mods get updated to the current version and blah blah blah, all that good stuff, right? So, alright, let's get loading. Let's get to it. To it. Okay. So yeah, alright, now, I did want to start with this training scenario, if you want to call it that, right? Because that technically is what it is. And then, so that's cool. And then we can continue, check out some, just progress from the actual training scenario in the same, game, and just see how far we can get. Why not, right? Seems pretty fun. I believe we chose Phoebe. Yeah, we did. We chose Phoebe. We got her all set, and that was really cool. So we got her all set. It was on rough, wasn't it? Wasn't it on rough? I think so. Yep. All right. So let's go and do this again. Choose storyteller, Phoebe. There we go. On a rough setting. And there we go. Cool. Plan to win sway. That's so cool. So cool. Alright. So let's go ahead and switch it over then. Alright, good. It doesn't look like anything has been dropping. And so what I did was go into menu, options, choose storyteller, and select Phoebe Chillax. She's so cool. Go into rough sort of setting, and it makes it a little more challenging, a little more satisfying in that regard. So it's not necessarily easy, but it's not necessary. It's not really the most difficult thing in the world either. At the same time, so all right, now everybody here. Okay, so this raider is downed, but not dead, so that's a good thing. We can still hopefully help and take care, hopefully. So let's check and see. Okay, Labrador Retriever. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Keep the Labrador around the home area for now, at least. And then I usually make it a little bit more than haul, so let's go ahead and do rescue at the same time. That way I don't have to worry about it later. Just those things will be taken care of. Alright, cool. Now let's see if Ma'am is good at it with handling. 6 and 9. Okay, cool. And 3. So, alright. Go ahead and take Yuri off of there so Yuri can focus on other things. He can run around and do his thing. These two are not so bad, so cool. Cool, cool. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and set Yuri as a mining and growing so we can keep growing, constantly progressing. Okay. Okay, cool. Cool. So what we're gonna need to do now, this raid is here, right? So let's go ahead and click it. It says this, okay? Jump to location, it jumps to where the raider is at. And then it clears it out. There we go. Now, it also says here the colonist needs treatment. So that's something we need to keep a reminder of about, at least for now. This learning helper here should help with some things. So let's go ahead. The alerts is up and running. Okay. Very cool. And so this right here is a part of that learning, basically. And yeah, so cool. And then animal farming, allowed areas, all these things are current to us. And the things that are grayed out have already been learned, obviously. So that's really interesting stuff. Now, let us see. Info card, interacting with traders. Some of the stuff either isn't current right now because we're not in that kind of situation. I'm still learning how the this learning system AI realizes what we need and don't need. So that's of interest, and we will see. So, all right, let's go ahead and just click it. See what happens. It jumps over here to a Luddy, or Ma'am, or Mama, Luddy, yeah, whatever. Cool. And jumps to her. She does need some help. She is hurt some. You go down to health here. So cut in the torso with a knife a little bit, so that's not good. Oh my, right ring finger got shot off. Oh no. Oh. So one of these two must have hit her by accident while she was going in to try to take out the raider. Oh man. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, so alright. Okay, so manipulation of course is weakened. Consciousness is as well. Okay. So how much medicine do we have? We have 24. Okay. And is this raider able to be saved? Doesn't really look like it. Possibly. One of the ribs is shattered. Left leg is really messed up. Left hand is as well. Quite a bit of blood loss. Goodness gracious. Well, we'll see if we can help the person out. Alrighty, let's get her taken care of then. So, alright. Let's go ahead and clear that out. Okay, cool. Yeah, this learning section here is new, so that's interesting. Very interesting. Alright, steel, let's go ahead and unforbid that. Cool. What else do we need to do? Or have we forgotten? Good old tortoise. Wasn't sure what that was. things from up above. Alright, so we're probably going to need to build a more secured area for prisoners, or so we can help recruit them in. Oh, goodness, so we can help recruit them in and make sure that they're okay. So that is something of interest here. Should we go ahead and build an extra room off to the side? Really makes me wonder. Should we go ahead and start mining into this area? I think yes, soon, but not right now. This room here, and this little door here, or this little wall area here, that's of interest, something we need to keep in mind. But first things first, we do need to cover up some of these areas and wall them off. So that is important, and we should go ahead and do that. So, alright, let's go ahead then and go into structure and misclick, and go into wall, wood. Alright. Now this is a little front porch here in the middle. I think we need to build like a back area, like a hallway, right? So let's go ahead and do that then. Usually I make hallways about 1, 2, 3 wide, and then the wall. So make that into a little hallway. We can temporarily use it for other things, right? So we're not going to necessarily build a big old hallway, but it's a start. So first things first, let's get everybody undrafted. Let's make this one right here, this bed. Oh yeah, I forgot that he added build a copy into things. So if you want to build a copy of this bed, just click it and you can place it. Of course, use R to rotate it. But yeah, it's really cool, extremely useful. So yeah, I thought that was neat. Very cool stuff there. So there we go. But for now, we're going to turn it into a medical bed. Okay. And we need to move her down there to go rest until healed. Now, first things first with doctoring. Let's see who's the best doctor. So 6 and 9. Let's go ahead and make sure Rush is the doctor. Okay. Highest skill, and only Rush. Only she is going to do that sort of thing. Alrighty. Now we're going to let Yuri as well, but Yuri has other things to do. So. Alrighty, cool. Yeah, Yuri's the best cook. Rush can't cook. And then Luddy, or Luddy, whatever, ma'am, as Luddy you called her, or mama. She can cook, but not as well. So, but right now she needs to rest. So that's pretty simple right there. I'm going to select her as being able to construct, just for future reference, so I don't forget. That's one of the things. Sometimes you need to do it, get it over with, get it done before you get distracted by 10,000 other things, right? So, okay. That's one thing about this zoned area here. I might move it on down through here and add a door here inside to go on through. So I'll probably do that and turn this area here into a kitchen with a little storage area through here. Probably, but we'll see. First things first. Let's check on our Labrador Retriever, good buddy. Let's see what's going on with him. He's okay, so that's good news. Okay. Herbal medicine, yeah, let's go and take care of him as needed. Alright, cool. Very cool. Alrighty, and there's Rush. And taking care of Cool. Okay. Very cool stuff. Now let's see what happened there. So she's sleeping, And so the torso, the knife cut. Oh, look at that. Wasn't bad at all. Good. Good, good. Really sad about the right ring finger. Maybe we can do something about that in the future. Maybe. We'll see. Let's, for now, make everybody... Alright, let's go ahead and make everybody have, with health-wise, herbal medicine only, so we don't use up our good medicine sources unless there's some sort of critical situation, or in the future when we build a hospital bed, we're going to need some good standard medicine packs. So that's something of importance you need to keep in mind there. So let's go ahead and build this hallway on down. Let's go ahead and build a bedroom. Let's go ahead and get this all figured out here. I'm considering building out this way, but putting in a door through here, I'm considering that. I'm going to go and cancel a little part there to save a little bit of time. A little bit of micro management here at this particular stage, but I usually never like micromanaging. I like them being able to handle their business, take care of things, and then proceed from there. You know, it's always good to make sure that you have, make sure your people or everybody can do their thing in their own time. So yeah, it's important to do. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and put a door in. And that should work right there for now. Probably going to put in a table through here somewhere. Put another door there. Let's get a wooden wall. Not a lot of time for research at the moment, but that's something we're going to have to consider. So product furniture, let's go ahead and build a wood stool right there for the research bench. And then work, construct. Alright, 8, 9, and 6. So I am going to take hers off. These two are alright. Not too big of a difference, so that should be okay. Should be alright. Let's go ahead then and take that off as a medical bed and get her drafted, undrafted. That quickly resets her statuses, basically, in terms of what the AI of this particular, colonist is going to think about doing next. If they're sleeping, quickly draft, undraft, and they go, oh well, let's look for a bed. They look for a bed, and there you go. She goes back to the bed that she was at. But since it was designated as a medical area, she was not going to use that for that reason. So, alrighty, let's go ahead then. Structure, wood wall, and we're going to need to go ahead and finish this up. And so let's do that. There we go. Yep, that should work for now. That should work for now. It's not perfectly planned or anything like that, but hey, it's a start, and that's alright. Alright, so let's go ahead then and get some, what do we need? What do we need? We need to get this prisoner in place. So let's go ahead and get a bed, alright? So let's use its new ability to build a copy. There we go, cool. And that is what we are doing. And it's wanting me to learn that, possibly? Okay, I did that. And there we go, okay. Cool. I like how it has a little bar that shows how far you've done or how far you've progressed in that particular thing, right? That's cool. That's really interesting. So I'm glad that it's a neat little mechanic there. It shows. So well done as always. So yeah, let's see. Some of our priorities, we have good shelter. We have the ability to make sure we have our food. So that's always critical, right? And so yeah, that is good stuff indeed. Alrighty, so let me see. Okay, so what else? See, while they're sleeping, you can usually plan stuff out while it's still progressing. And I like to do that. It's not perfect by any measure, of course, but it works. It does work. I'm considering putting walls through here and here, and making this an entryway through here possibly, so that these sandbags can be can have a entryway defensive point, right? That's something to consider. Not right now, but something we need to think about at least. Alright, so first things first, get this built out tomorrow. Through here. Get this bed built out. So we can get this prisoner into place. Yeah, there's no infection yet, but definitely needs to get looked at immediately. Alright. So she's out watching the sunrise, and that's good. If you look at the needs here, that helps with the joy, enjoying outdoors, enjoying nature, just doing what she needs to do, and that's good. Those are good things. So alrighty. Grabbing a bite to eat, very cool. I'm gonna go ahead and restrict some of these meals, and we can go ahead and go down to orders and harvest, so we can harvest some berries in the area. That's important to do. Now granted, our rice here will be okay, but not yet. So definitely need to harvest a bit, and we'll go from there. Alrighty, there we go. Hauling in to build. Alright, cool. Cool. It looks like their efficiency's a bit better with their intelligence of where they move and what they do. So, cool. Go ahead and cancel this out to save a little bit of time. And at the moment, here is your building. Very cool. Okay. And this bed here will be for prisoners once this room is all set. So, and eventually we're going to turn these into bedrooms for individuals, that they have a better quality of life and just a better everyday, right? They have a bit more privacy. They don't get disturbed while they're sleeping. Just a general improvement of the area. It's important to consider that with your people. So. Okay, cool. They're building out quite rapidly. Very good construction skills. We definitely got lucky with these particular colonists having decent, or very good actually, starting skills. Well, maybe not very good, but definitely not bad. They're a bit mid-tier to high level for starting, right? Overall, of course, it goes all the way up to 20. But starting out, good numbers for sure. So, for sure. Let's go ahead and look around, see what she's up to. She's sowing some rice. Okay, good. And the growth rate is 100%, 32% grown. So, good. Good. Make sure we get our food in, get it harvested. We are still in early spring, so that's good. Okay. She's mining out. Very good. Good stuff. Let's check our work, Construction, growing. Okay, excellent. I'm going to go ahead and select this person as well. Even though they have a 1, they can still improve their growing with time. Cool. Cool. Alright, so mining. Alright. Let's go ahead and make sure everybody can. Even though she is our designated one, she is a level 10, which is excellent to start out with. Similar to these two construction abilities here. But now, eventually we're going to have more of a special area for our colonists if they die, or our pets if they pass away. And but for now, for raiders and miscellaneous people, we're just going to go ahead and put it up here, and we'll go from there. So. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and get Yuri to strip this raider of all the gear and all the equipment. And then let's go ahead and he can't do any of that. That's right. Okay. Alright then. Let's go ahead and get Rush then. Let's go ahead and get Rush to bury. And now you see in the needs here, some of these will change. Alright. So she might be affected, maybe not, by seeing and having to bury that, like a corpse, a dead body. Realistic things. So very interesting. But no, apparently not. That's okay. That's okay. She's just having to take care of what she needs to take care of, and that's a good thing. I'm considering putting a door in the back here. Not sure yet, though. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and finish off this wall. And so go into structure, wooden wall, and let's finish that up. Now, this bedroom here, something we need to consider. Go ahead and just make it a smaller bedroom, right? So their spaces, they feel a little more cramped, but they're only going to be sleeping in there mostly. Maybe have some supplies. Oh, we have some visitors. Very cool. Okay. And hopefully trading opportunity and or making allies. That'd be good. So let's make it 3 wide. 1, 2, 3. At least in this beginning. 1, 2, 3. Then a wall. Okay. Then 1, 2, 3. Then another wall. Okay. No, we're not going to do that yet. Probably going to make this into a storage area or maybe a hospital room. Not sure yet. Okay, cool. Alright, so for now, let's go ahead and move or reinstall. See the option down here? That's how you do that. Go ahead and just reinstall the bed up there. So, structure, door, and there we go. Oh, cool, there we go. Cover and shooting. A bit of a learning situation. So, now, cover and shooting. The most important thing to do in ranged combat is to use cover. Cover only works if your colonist is touching it, right? So basically, get behind cover. Pretty simple, yeah. And of course, make sure that it's between, your colonist and the enemy, so the cover actually works, right? So, you can also place colonists behind wall corners, and they will lean out to shoot. So, really cool stuff, right? I know we talked about this briefly before, but it's good to review one more time. That most things can be used as cover, but some things are better than others, right? So, hiding behind a tree is better than nothing, but hiding behind sandbags is better than using a tree. So, there we go. There we go. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. So I'll mark it as learned later. Not yet. Not yet. We haven't exactly. Well, I guess we did technically use it, right? So yeah, there we go. All right. Now you see here we did copy, right? This bed, and we moved it. So that's interesting. I wonder why. I guess because this area was a prisoner area, and technically it got moved before we redesignated the zone. So that's interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Yeah, one thing I'm wondering is if this whole area is designated as that particular zone type, but we'll see. We will see. I'm going to cancel that. That wasn't the best placement of the door, so we'll go ahead and put that there. There we go. Good. Good. So I'm going to go ahead and take that off as being a prisoner bed and make Yuri alright. We're going to reinstall this bed tomorrow over here, or maybe here. Yeah, we'll go ahead and install it here. That'll work. Cool. We're going to move this bed and reinstall it over here. There we go. Cool. Cool. Let's check on the food, bills. We're at 5. Okay. And do this until we have, and usually that way you'll always have at least 10 meals, and that should be fine. So cool. Alright, tomorrow they need to move these supplies, move this zone, stockpile zone, further down. Probably going to move it back into this hallway for now at least. So go ahead, we're going to go ahead and delete that. And of course it'll technically show we have low food, low medicine, because it's not recognizing it as being in any zone. So that's important to consider. Now let's look and see if the visitors are still around. Okay, there we go, cool. So, a loner from the Green Craig people has visited colony. He is named Tona Dinosaur. Well, I don't know, I'm not sure how that's pronounced. Ligua. I'm not sure. Probably horrible pronouncing that. So he seems to have a few items to trade. So very cool. Very cool. So let's jump to location, and there we go. Now, let's consider who is our best at socializing. So let's click on the character, traits. See social here. Remember, press the plus or comma keys to go back and forth. Let's see who has the very best social ability. Okay, so it is Yuri. He will need to talk with Dinosaur and see if we can get a trade going on. Get a trade agreement. So let's go out here. Let's talk. Cool. And here we go. We got some pemmican, which is a food sort. It's a preserved mashed mixture of fat and plant food. Tastes bland but not offensive. It lasts a very long time without refrigeration, and that is something that I mentioned before that we need to consider. That is important. So, okay, we do need components. That is important. We do need some medicine. So let's go ahead and get some of the herbal medicine. What else? Machine pistol would be extremely useful, but we just don't have enough for them to do that. So let's go ahead and sell this cloth jacket. It's at a poor 37%. Yeah, and awful. Yeah, let's go ahead and sell these particular items. Usually we would like to go ahead and use them, but the colonists will complain that it's not really good because of the percentages, right? the percentages are so low. So it's they're gonna complain that it's not good clothing. So cool, cool. Trader's not willing to trade this. Okay, interesting. Very cool stuff. So we can sell off some of this. Probably keep this cowboy hat, even though it's poor quality. It is really good. It's in really good shape still. So it's not tattered. It's not torn. You know, that sort of thing. So cool. So we have some medicine. We do need some more components, but I misread that. We can't trade any. We can only trade to them, but we can't get any from them. So, okay, herbal medicine. Okay. Pemmican would be useful for food. Let's go ahead and get one. Let's go ahead and get a few. That'll work. Should we go ahead and do that? Nah. It's a waste. At least for now. This machine pistol is interesting, and that'd be cool. So, that would be cool.
Okay. Yep. I'm gonna go ahead and take off the mute on the microphone now. But I will be. I'll be mindful of it. How's the whole area looking? Down there, Mom. How's the whole area looking down there? Okay, that's what I thought. How stupid are they? Really? That's just dumb.
Not yet. No. It's alrighty. Now we do need to zone area. Make a stockpile zone. Let's go ahead and do this along the back wall here. Eventually we'll probably make this a area to enter in, but for now, let's go ahead and do that. That'll work. So let's look at the storage. And so we pretty much have everything being moved into there, right? So let's go ahead and take off the foods. Don't allow the rotten. And everything else for the moment should be fine. Take off the corpse types. We're going to be butchering and other things inside of here. So let's go ahead and make another zone in through here for food. So there we go. Storage. Clear all. Go down to raw food. Stockpile zone 1. Very important stuff to consider. And we will go from there. We have the food area here, so that's important also. Okay, cool. A little bit of socializing. Let's see what that was all about. Had a nice chat with Rush. So cool. There we go. Getting these doors in place, and then we can move these beds and make sure we have good areas to be in. And there we go. So cool. There we go. Hauling wood. Good stuff. Alrighty, she's up here just going at it with all this steel. So good stuff. I'm considering building down this direction. Okay, and then building on in to this rock area or this hillside area, whatnot. Because also for future planning, there's a steam geyser here for power, and that's something we're going to need to tap into. So something to consider. So the entryway will probably be up here, at least our standard entryway. And we'll continue continue on down through here, most likely. So, but if you look at the rest of the map here, and I love the sound effect of high altitude, right? With the wind and everything. That's cool. Very cool stuff. So, these buildings are interesting up here. Something to consider at least. And, yeah, so, pretty fun. Pretty fun stuff. Alright, let's go ahead and get to it then. Alright, Yuri is getting this research done bit by bit. And you can most likely see the research skill increasing. Yeah, there we go. It's progressing.